Grabe, it took me 26 years bago ako nakilala si Jesus. Nung na-figure out ko na yung gusto kong gawin sa buhay ko, akala ko okay na yun eh. Yung as long as I don't seek validation from the world, as long as I just seek validation from myself, enough na yun. Yung maging, alam mo yun, maging successful na. Kasi lagi na ako nagkaroon ng ng thoughts of as long as I become successful, then I can validate myself, then I can actually be proud of myself. Pero all those years growing up, kilala ko si Jesus pero never really had a relationship with Him. Tapos yung mindset ko pa before with Him was like, syempre, God, just something to be feared of. Alam mo yun, na it's just part of a religion. Kasi it never really made sense to me and it made me feel, I guess parang it felt unfair knowing Him. Kasi mindset ko, my thoughts before was, I always have to prove myself to Him. I know that I'm a sinner. I'm always a failure. So instead of living a life that would always please Him, I drifted apart na lang. Alam mo yun? Just lived for myself. Like, alam mo yun, enjoy ko na lang kung ano yung meron ako ngayon while I'm living. So don't worry, hindi to video about pagiging religious, quote and quote. This is mainly about who I was and what happened before I met Jesus and kamusta kami ngayon. 26 years chasing everything that the world has to offer except Jesus Christ. So if you're searching, doubting, or just curious, maybe you'll be able to relate in this video. So first question, what was success to you? Sa akin, success was everything for sure. Kasi I grew up na having parents na, alam mo yun, na hindi talaga ako na-validate. Like, they were always there to, they were there to always provide me of what I needed. Pero, ewan ko, I just didn't really grow up in an environment na I was praised, even from time to time or even sometimes. So, I grew up just, wanting to validate myself. I feel like, especially di rin ako pinalaking spoiled eh. So, alam mo yun, hindi ko lang kung nakaka-relate ka dito, pero alam mo yung type na, I want to have everything, na I guess it's a luxury kasi lumaki ako na, I wasn't spoiled, pero I was exposed to a lot of things. Like lesser and even finer things in life. So I was able at a young age, I was able to slowly distinguish kung ano yung mga gusto ko in life. What did you fear? What did I fear? I guess I had this health. I was able to figure out kung ano yung best way or most healthiest way of getting there someday to not being able to take care of the people that I love. So I guess that was healthy naman. Alam mo yun. I was, gusto ko lang talagang magkaroon ng I just wanted to prove something to myself. What did you think would finally satisfy you? I feel like it's still part of my my final big goal, is to be a father, good family man. Alam mo yun, being able to provide, being able to do my purpose, being able to take care of the people that I value, being able to be free. Shout out sa mga kay Luke Belmar. I don't know if you watch that guy, pero sa kanya ko na-realize yung word na freedom of how it meant everything. Before that was freedom to do literally anything I want in life. Kumbaga parang si Luffy. Shout out kay Cash. Hi Cash. I wanted to be free to do whatever I want in life. Like I think as long as I was morally right, like I was, alam mo yun, I was doing good things in life, I should be good. As long as wala akong tinatapakang tao. I thought that was enough. Like, alam mo yun, as long as di ako masamang tao, and I was just um, living for myself, I should be good. I was living the right way naman. But, yun nga, I've always wanted to be better than the others. Um, I mean, that's just me growing up competitively. Like, naging ganun na yung utak ko ever since. But yeah, my top priority was just to be successful in everything that I do. With everything that I do, and then yeah, self validation. Akala ko before walang mali dun, pero wala namang mali. Pero alam mo, it became my God. Yun lang yung nilook upan ko. So siguro nakaka-relate ka din dun, yung alam mo yun, yung always having this constant pursuit of something that will validate you, validate yourself, whether it is for yourself or from the others. Pero wala eh. I think that's just being human. Alam mo yun, yung always having to pursue something to para lang ma-prove mo na may worth ka, na may pakinabang ka sa mundo. Nung sinimulan ko na yung process, na-figure out ko na yung gusto ko in life. That was after my first year college. Nung nung tumigil muna ako. Kasi na-burnout ako eh. I was nag-UST ako before, basically. Tapos, na-burnout ako dun. That was, na-burnout ako nun kasi nga, kinuha ko lang yung course not because I wanted to, but because I was accepted to a good school, to a prestigious school. Pero alam mo yun, nung nagsimula na ako mag-aral doon, na-realize ko na it wasn't really everything. Kaya I dropped, tumigil muna ako after nun. So that was like, I would say the most lowest point or turning point of my life, kasi that was the first time na hindi na ako sumabay sa wave eh. Alam mo yun, sa mga kaedad ko, sa mga kabatch ko, doon na ako nag-start na to really live for myself, to not get validation from the others. So I started asking myself, ano ba talaga gusto kong gawin? Ano ba yung something na gusto kong gawin, but but I'd still pursue it regardless of the outcome. I'd still be happy regardless if I become successful or not. Makuha ko man or not yung bagay na yun. So ayun, nag-shift na ako into a 2-year course, in a different college na, in a different course. Kasi my goal was at that time was just to just graduate para makapag-work na kaagad ako, and to live by myself, which is itong place ko ngayon. So ayun, ano ko naman, nagawa ko naman yung plano. Thank God. So, ayan, di ba nga gusto ko na maging content creator, started the journey, and ko naman, eventually na-figure out ko of how to get reach, how to get engagement. Pero with whatever niche that I tried, kasi I'm a game, I tried gaming niche, I tried skits, mga nakakatawa or whatever, and then I tried motivational stuff, pero it really felt empty, to be honest. Like, kahit nag-viral, kahit nag-work yung mga videos na ina-upload ko, wala eh. Parang babaw lang. So, parang sabi ko, ito na yun, ito na yung gusto ko ah. Ito yung goal ko ah. Pero, why, parang it doesn't feel worth it. Like, it felt nothing. And I was always the type to, alam mo yun, to look for bigger things in life. Di ba nga? Tulad nung kinuwento ko before, I've always wanted success. Pero, it was so always something deep to me. Pause. I mean, ayoko lang ng mababaw na type of success. Alam mo yun? Gusto ko yung something na I'd really be proud of genuinely. So, ayun, those stuff that I uploaded wasn't really giving me the happiness that I wanted to, the feeling of contentment that I wanted to. Not up until I started, kasi goal ko before was just personal brand eh. I just wanted people to know about almost every aspect that I have, or every character that I have. Parang wala lang, I just wanted to be as authentic as I can be. So another part of my life while I was pursuing my goal was my relationship life then, of course. Kasi I was in a long relationship. Mind you, it was almost 8 years. Kasi, ano eh, nung nagkaroon ako ng girlfriend when I was at UST. So I was like, yun nga, even after the drop, even after stopping my college for a bit and then figuring what I wanted to do in life, along those years, I was with my girlfriend. Pero long story short, I ended up realizing that I didn't really wanted to be with her. Kasi it took me a while before I accepted na magkaiba kami. So that would be a big challenge for us, especially for me. I've always wanted to have someone that, alam mo, that is literally, I can say, my partner. But I just didn't really see it with her, even though she was really great. Just to be clear, okay? She was a great girlfriend, she was a great partner, pero yun nga, na-feel ko din na hindi niya deserve yung treatment that I was giving her. And I know that I won't be able to live or give yung treatment na I wanted to give her. So we ended up splitting, dated a lot of different women. Kasi parang, alam mo yun, may freedom ka to choose eh. uh, I was very meticulous kasi syempre, nanggaling na ako sa long relationship, ba't pa ako papayag na mag-fail or hindi i-take seriously yung susunod kong partner, 'di ba? So gusto ko kung ano yung sunod ko, yun na talaga, 'di ba? Kasi ano pa yung point of dating someone when hindi mo rin naman nakikita yung future mo sa kanya, 'di ba? But yeah, I was stuck in a cycle kasi I was very I was very meticulous, perfectionist ako about it with knowing someone. So if hindi ko nakikita sarili ko na I would stick up with her for the rest of my life, then cut off na agad, lipat na kaagad. And then yun na, naging cycle siya, unfortunately, kasi ewan ko, maybe na-enjoy ko din yung process, maybe na-enjoy ko din yung game. But yeah, I wasn't really proud of it, to be honest. In terms of, they would say na, so ilan body count mo, ilan body count mo? I was the type na hindi ko yung binibilang. But yeah, kasi I was deep inside, I know that I had genuine intention. Although, yun nga, because of that genuine intention, na-justify na, or internally, or na-mask na yung what was really happening in my life, which was just a cycle of different women. I guess nakakuha ako ng validation from that. Not sure, but maybe. So, ayun. I got fed up. Eventually, tumagal yung interval ko of dating, of meeting different women. Parang dumating na sa point na it would take a month or two before I would start dating again. Pero ayoko na eh. Pero bumabalik talaga ako for some reason. And yeah, that's why I became not really desperate, pero more of I knew deep inside me I wanted to seek help na kasi wala, pabalik-balik na lang eh. Nakakasawa na eh. What was my relationship life or dating life na I guess I would say almost 30 to 45% of my life. Kaya I felt na I had to share it in this video then. Kasi, yun nga, naging part siya ng journey ko before how I met Jesus. Kung na-reach ko yung peak ko of what else I could improve with my life while I was getting there, while I was on my journey. But then I realized na, oh nga, no, wait lang. napansin ko yung mga taong fina-follow ko, mga taong, alam mo yun, I look up to. They've always had faith. People that I knew that were really successful and, alam mo yun, genuinely happy in life. Uh, alam mo yun, they always had faith. They always kept on thanking God whenever something happens in their life. And while I myself, never kong, um, never ako naging ganun. Like, if ever something happens, I would always, alam mo yun, think about it logically, thinking na if something bad happens, I just say na, kasalanan ko eh. Or whenever something good happens, I would say na, deserve ko eh. I always show up eh. So, ayun. I asked myself na, bakit di ako makarelate when it comes to faith? When it comes to God? Like, I grew up with a family na, not direct family ah. I grew up with my relatives, cousins, tita, pati lola ko na they've always, sorry, not cousins. I just say mga parents ng mga cousins ko, mga direct relatives ko na, hindi, yun nga, even my lola na, they've always had relationship kay God. So, ayun, sabi ko, ano, ba't ako never ko na nagawa, but never ko na experience yun. Kasi mahirap din for me, kasi naging atheist and or agnostic na lang din ako along the way eh, of how of my of my journey, um you know, in chasing success, in chasing validation for myself, kasi I've always just relied on myself lang, yun lang. So sabi ko, sige nga, try ko nga yung faith thing na yan, try ko nga anong mangyayari if I start seeking him, if I start seeking Jesus. I didn't start seeking Jesus or seeking God because I was in a low point in my life. In fact, I was at a very high point in my life. And I was on this journey, I was on this process. And I knew for myself that there was something missing. There was still something hollow within me. Kasi parang, kasi sometimes, I realize na sometimes God doesn't interrupt your life at your lowest point. Kasi most people, um, that's their testimonies eh. Doon nila na-meet si Lord eh. Pero akin, I don't know. Kasi I was about to say ngayon lang na I met him at the highest point in my life. Pero maybe that was also the lowest. Kasi I was getting everything yet it still felt empty. Oh, I think that was a low point din in my life. Kasi you can have you can have everything in this world yet, alam mo yun, yet still felt empty. That would be that would feel like a helpless feeling. Like, imagine mo yun, mas masaya pa yung mga tao mas masaya pa yung mga taong naghihirap in life pero they have God compared to me at that time. Kasi they knew that all these things are just temporary. While me, I was chasing temporary things. Sabi ko, sige nga, try ko nga magbasa ng Bible. Kasi, yun nga, yung mga relatives ko or mga tito-tita ko and lola ko, they were always reading the Bible. Basically, they were born again, just to give you a straight context. Mga born again Christian sila. Lagi nila ako sinasama. If in church dito sa Manila, they always they always make me go with them on Sunday sa CCF. And I was just going along with it. It was something na 50-50 for me. Sometimes, actually not 50-50. I would say na I wasn't really excited to do that kind of thing on Sundays. Parang naging chore lang siya for me. Something na I should do to show up for my tita and my cousins. So yun, lagi lang ako sumasama, Sunday schools, and then up until pwede na sumama sa Sunday services. So yun ako growing up. But yeah, so okay, going back to how I started meeting Jesus. So yun, nag-start ako with Bible. Basa-basa lang ako. And then, sabi ko, ano nga, nag-isip ako, gusto ko ba ng system of how I'm going to read my Bible? Gusto ko ba ng gospel muna or something na, alam mo yun, just choose a book that will that will give me interest with reading it para di ako ma-bored. Pero sabi ko, hindi eh. I think na I wouldn't be able to stand this thing, this Bible, this faith thing, kung hindi ko irorodog. Hindi ako mag-go all in. So, nag-Old Testament lang ako. Right from the start. I committed to just reading 2 to 3 chapters a day. And sakto din, naglilipat ako nun from work early this year, January. Nag-ano ko nun, babasa lang ako, and then pag wala akong maintindihan, I would utilize the internet. I would utilize AI. Maghingi lang ako ng context about what I just read para lang hindi sayang yung pagbasa ko. And then ayun, naging consistent siya every day. And then ayun na. I started mixing it with prayers even after reading it. So basically, I didn't realize I was already doing devotions. Devotion yung ginagawa ko kasi imagine mo first thing in the morning, if not first thing in the morning, last thing in the evening before I sleep. That was my routine. I would read the Bible and then pray, try to talk to him, see if he really exists. And then after that kind of routine, there was may specific day na tawag nito? There was a specific day na alam kong hinano na ako ni Lord. Niyakap na ako ni Lord. Tinanggap na ako ni Jesus. Despite of my past, despite of how I've always relied on myself, despite of how dirty I was, despite of my past, basically. Kasi I've always lived freely. I didn't care if it was according to His will, something that would please Him. I was just always living for myself. So if tatanungin mo ako how is my walk with Christ going ngayon, I'd say it's definitely not a joke. It's always a day-by-day conviction of realizing that, we really need Him. I really need Him. Pero alam mo yun, it made things way more simpler. Mas naging gumaan na yung chase ko of success. Nawala na yung burden na yun on my shoulder of having to prove myself of my worth. Kasi hindi ko naman na kailangan hanapin pa yung worth ko eh. Kasi I know that I am worthy. I mean, because originally I was unworthy. But now I know I am worthy because someone died for me. Someone saved me. Someone sacrificed his son. Someone sacrificed himself just to save me. So, ayun. I'm just trying to live my life just to show my gratitude for him. Just to live my life with just to show him about, just to serve him basically. Basically, kung ano yung ginagawa ko ngayon, it's just overflow of my thankfulness and gratitude for what he have done for me in the cross. So if you still haven't surrendered your life to Jesus Christ, I'd say that's okay. No need to worry kasi God or Jesus is always working on us. So, baka hindi mo pa oras ngayon. Kasi nga, di ba, imagine mo ako, took me 26 years. But yeah, just isik mo lang siya. Hanapin mo lang siya. He'll reveal himself to you. Di ba? There's a famous quote in the Bible na, alam mo yun, just seek mo lang yung kingdom niya. And talaga makikita mo siya. He'll reveal himself upon to you. And yun, doon niya ibibigay lahat ng kailangan mo. But yeah, maybe next video na yung mga nangyari na sa akin. after or once na nung sinimulan ko na tong walk ko with Christ. Kasi I feel like ang dami nagbago, which is crazy. Crazy to me kasi I've always lived na logical lang, di ba? Na naniniwala lang ako with what I want to believe in. Kung ano yung nakikita ko, yun lang talaga yung totoo. And me experiencing those things firsthand, unbelievable. So, ayun, that's just a short story of me yapping about my life before and after I met Jesus. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I guess this is just a video about me personally speaking to you. Para lang makilala mo ko in a, alam mo yun, in a deeper, more deeper way, basically. So yeah, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to, I hope you can hit the like button, comment, share, subscribe, whatever type of engagement. Kasi for sure, it would really help me a lot. Kasi I want to take this thing seriously din, tong YouTube na to. So yeah. If you have any suggestions pala on what to talk about next in the next upload, next video, let me know in the comments. Kasi I'd love to yap about it. I want to share my thoughts about it with you on the next upload. So yeah, I'll see you again, okay? Thanks for watching.